and profiling. It's live and it comes. Slow down. I'm styling and profiling.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am your host, Tommy. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up. And this is the AFC Shakedown. Without further ado, let me bring on my panel of guests. What is up, guys, man?
How's it
Happy
going?
Halloween, by the way.
Halloween.
Every time.
And
Every time.
woo! Profiling. So, yeah, man. Hey, let's get right into this, guys. Listen, week 7. Unfortunately, the Buffalo Bills did not play, so that's the end of the show. Hey, guys, have a happy Halloween, and this has been a Mafia Sports Report. Okay, so.
Oh, well, dang, okay.
All right, so let's get into this. Let's get into the first game, Atlanta versus Miami. Unfortunately for Captain D, the Dolphins lost 30-28, and Tua did not play that bad. Captain D, man, what is your thoughts about losing to the Falcons?
It's obviously a tough loss, going into this game. We're looking at it as a rebound game, and I completely, forgot about what Matt Ryan's about. And obviously, we're not playing to our potential. So it was very disappointing. Tua brought us back, got us ahead late, but too much time on the clock left. And of course, the defense just, can't even come up with a stop.
Yeah, man, Matty Ice. You forgot about Matty Ice. I know he's 49 years old, but he's still Matty Ice. Sports Dynasty, man. Did you guys watch that game? What's your thoughts about Miami losing back-to-back again, man? Just actually back-to-back. I mean, you guys are just losing all over the place.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
6 in a row, goddamn. Well, I mean, for me,
7.
I mean, damn. I mean, honestly speaking, I've kind of thought, like, Tua didn't play that bad. And Son told me, I kind of felt that. I said, oh, man. Son told me that Atlanta was going to blow it. Part of me was like, oh, they're going to blow it. But then I realized that it's Young Hoku. So, hey, he's not missing this. He's not missing this field goal. But it was like, oh, man, because the way that Atlanta was kind of shaky towards the end of that game, I'm like, oh, man, they may blow this. So,
yeah. Jose coming in. Jose, hey, Tommy, missed the show last night. My coworker had his first pro fight. The hardest punch he threw was when they touched gloves. I thought of calling, oh, yikes. Sorry, buddy.
Oh,
Boxing ain't easy.
That is crazy.
Boxing
I chuckled
ain't
a little
easy.
bit when I read that.
Hey, speaking of boxing, I know this is a little off topic, but back in the day in Florida, where I live with my buddy Captain D, we started backyard boxing in my backyard.
We did.
Yep. And I got a bunch of pallets, and I made a ring out of the pallets, and I put pallets and cardboard, like thick, like because I worked like in the warehouse district, so I bought these big ass like thick cardboards, and I put like I don't know, something on top and stapled it, and it was like it wasn't bad. It was bouncy, like, and you couldn't obviously you weren't going through the pallets; they were strong, and bro, we did. What did we do? 1 minute rounds. 1 minute for 3 rounds. And, bro, we had, I think, like 10 friends that were willing to do it. And everyone thought they could do it. We had guys smoking cigarettes. They thought they were so cool. They were going to go in there 1 minute, and Florida's hot. They go in there 1 minute, bro. After that first round, they were ready to quit, bro. Huffing and puffing. Fucking, bro.
Yes.
Like, you don't realize, bro.
That's not an easy sport.
It's not easy. When you're moving around.
Done boxing. It's not easy.
It ain't easy, bro.
Stamina is key.
Dude,
keep this in mind. We're outside in the summertime.
100 degrees.
Dude, no.
It was a disaster.
I had
it was fun.
On video. I still have it on video. But it was great. It was really great. I had an TKO. But anyways, Atlanta, Miami, man, 30-28. Let's see. Scott's in the house. Hey everyone, love the cast. Yeah. Hey, by the way, Scott, man, he gave you guys big shout out last week, man. Loved you guys, and yeah, bro, I picked these guys for a reason.
Thank
Scott,
you.
all good guys, man. Love these guys coming on. And they're gonna be here for the rest of the season. Obviously, these are my regulars, and then next season we'll do this all over again. But yeah, listen, I knew you guys were gonna lose because you're the fucking Dolphins. That's the way you guys been playing all season. If I'm a Patriot fan now, I'm disgusted by week 1.
Oh hell,
Losing
you!
to this- I'm just gonna throw. I'm gonna throw that out there. Yeah, I mean that has to bother you.
Damn.
Jose, Captain D, play owner of the Dolphins. Do you fire Flores?
No, you do not fire
not
Brian Flores. Of course, obviously, with what's been transpiring throughout the season, that of course that crosses. If you're a fan, you're flipping out and you're just like, well, you're looking for someone to blame. He was to blame, and of course, obviously, head coaching or ownership or general manager, pick one. But no, I don't think it's time to fire Brian Flores at all. After last season, 10-6, we were talking about coach of the year. Obviously things aren't working out like how we want them to this year. But no, do not fire Brian Flores.
Well, that was a
Scott
great
coming
point.
in. Scott ripping me. No one is delusional on this cast except me. Just kidding. Deep down inside, he means that. That's all right. That's all right. That's because what? I predict 100-0 Buffalo Bills games. All right. Yeah. So listen. So really, then I guess I'll follow up with that question that Jose said. So if you're playing owner and you're not firing Flores, what are you exactly doing? Because what you're doing right now ain't working, right? Like something's going on here with the GM and the coach. So are you just going to let it play out for what it is, or are you going to step up as an owner and are you going to make some changes? Because that's ultimately the owner is the one who says, hey, you gotta go. It ain't working. I gotta bring somebody else in here because it's about money, right? You gotta win. Winning, when you win, you get fans in the seats. When you're losing, and I gotta tell you, whatever's happening this season is going to continue next season. I mean, what makes you think it's going to get any better? And trading for Watson, what does that do on a raggedy car, right? That's just like you're going to throw, right? Like the guy said yesterday, you're going to throw some fucking Dayton's on a fucking 73 Pinto. You know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna work, bro. It's still a fucking piece of shit car. So what do you do as the owner? You sit back and say, fuck it, they'll work it out, or do you fucking make a change at GM and because you said you're not going to fire the coach. So
if I'm the owner, obviously this has already happened, I would imagine being, a franchise as the Miami Dolphins, is that the owner is talking with the head coach and the GM. And, being what happened last year in our record, and we were 1 win away from the playoffs, and the way how the season's going now is, okay, so what are we doing? What adjustments are we making? Is it the coaching staff, offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators? We're just not hitting on our draft picks. We're not coaching them up. Maybe the staff. Those are the conversations I'm pretty sure are happening. And based on what he's hearing back is whether and how we finish the season, if the team's still playing for Brian Flores, that's going to be the decision made, is to either get rid of him at the end of the season and just completely rebuild everything, or maybe change the general manager. But ultimately, I think we're just going to obviously ride it out, see what happens there. Brian Flores is saying that Tua is the starting quarterback, barring injury, for the rest of the season. Let's just see how it goes. It sucks, but at this point, what can you do? Let's see how if the players are still playing, and we adjust.
Scott coming in. I do think if you stay with Tua next year, a new GM and coach will change the culture. Coach Dable, which is Brian Dable, will get the best out of Tua. See, I don't agree there, Scott.
I have an issue with that. I do have an issue with that.
Go ahead, Sports Dynasty. Go ahead, brother.
Now, here's what I feel about it. Stephen Ross, the owner of the Dolphins, doesn't have a good track record of doing things correctly, doing things correct. Now, me personally, Brian Flores, when his first year, they were like one of the worst teams in the league, but they ended up finishing 5-11 on a high note. They finished strong. Next year, the league after they went 10-6. That should have bought him at least 2 years. A culture has already been sustained right there. The culture that you were trying to figure out is already there with Brian Flores. The injuries this year and everything going haywire now doesn't result in him getting fired now. Now, I do the one criticism I do have on Brian Flores was how he's handled Tua last season. The stop and go type of thing. That's the one thing that I have a criticism because I do believe that Tua is suffering from his confidence has to be shot. Because think about it, then you have the thing with him and Deshaun Watson maybe coming in and what's all going on. I can imagine his confidence is pretty much shot. Like, oh wow, they really don't want me here. So it's like, what can you do? So like, I think personally,
Did he literally say that?
yeah, he did say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Firing the GM and firing Brian Flores literally solves anything. You're gonna be
That's
back
the
in square
worst
one.
thing you can
That's
do.
the worst
actually.
thing to do. Because me personally, I think a culture is already there. You just need to figure out what to do. But the culture's already there. They're playing for him. To me, that's what I see. Like, to me, that's the best. Yeah.
I think you're wrong. I disagree. I totally disagree. So here's why I disagree on that. 100% disagree on that. I'm not a Dolphin fan, but listen, you guys, this is the AFC East. I pay attention. I got to, right? You guys are all in the same division. I need to know what's going on. So when Brian Flores became head coach, and I talked about this with D the other day, we did the show on Monday. There was a lot of chatter already in the locker room about guys not really liking Flores to begin with. A lot of guys wanted out right away. And Flores said, okay, you don't like me or you don't like where we're going with this team. We'll trade you. We'll get rid of you. We'll cut you, whatever. And you guys remember he did that. He did that with Minka Fitzpatrick. Did that with a lot of guys, right? Got rid of guys. Guys were saying, hey. And then it was kind of quiet, right? Winning is everything. Last year they won 10. I didn't hear too much chatter. This year, there's already chatter in the locker room. Of course, you guys are 1-6. There's going to be chatter, but that's never a good thing. So how much do the players actually respect and want to play for Flores? Like really want to win for Flores? If there was already chatter from the start and now there's chatter again, never good. That's one. Two, I think the whole beginning of the first season in 2020, when he started Fitzpatrick and the team was winning, that's when the team was like, okay, I think the team was getting behind Flores. Maybe they were saying, hey, now I see the vision. We're winning. We're whatever, 3-0, 4-0, Fitzpatrick's. And I think the team was rallying behind Fitz. Fitz was, and then he pulls Fitz. And now he says Tua is the guy. Right? So what is the locker room going? Damn, if I fuck up, if I play shitty, am I next? Am I next to get subbed out? So it just wasn't, I don't think that was good on a guy that's winning, right? So that, of course, you got guys going scratching here. Then you got 2021 coming up. You got a player that's unhappy with his contract. It took a while for him to sign one of the best cornerbacks, though he did the right thing. But I still think something's going on there with that whole situation. So I don't know if the players actually are playing for Flores. I don't believe that. I think Flores is a little like Belichick. He's a little stubborn. He's a little hard-nosed. Like, you could see that in him. Like, and maybe players aren't liking that because I don't think he's a player's coach. I think he's like a hard-nosed, if you don't like my shit, get the fuck out of my office. And I don't know if everyone's adapting to that style, especially when you're 1-6. You get what I'm saying? If you're a winning team and he's a hard-nosed guy and he's not a player's coach, then who cares? Players like, hey, fuck it, we're winning. He's doing something right. You know what I mean? But if you're losing and you're not a player's coach, I think there's a problem in the locker room. And I think that problem's happening. And now, and I will say this, with the Watson thing, with all this rumors going up, it's another problem. Now what are players doing? Going, what the fuck, man? It's two of the guys, not the guy. Are they getting Watson? Like, like the receivers have to be going, bro, what the fuck? Then the split OC thing, right? Then they're like, so I don't know, man. I'm just saying that's where I'm seeing it. I'm not a Dolphin fan, but it's just too much commotion for a third year coach, man. Got a lot going on already, man. Guys want out.
I'll just touch on this real quick. I think, in any organized team event, there needs to be, and we talked about this last night, there needs to be continuity, gel. As a first-time head coach, and last year we had Chan Gailey. Now the offensive coordinator has changed. Tua didn't play a full season. Now we have two offensive coordinators. There's no continuity. There's no gel there. There's no consistency. The constant coaching changing. So that's my only knock on Brian Flores is that I would have maybe gone with, if you're going to go with a younger OC, go with them, stick with them, and let's see if it builds. But the constant changing, it's just not good.
Scott coming in. The damage is done with handling of Tua. It's your franchise quarterback. It is the ultimate of mishandling. Stay with them. That's fine. We'll continue to dominate you for years to come. I mean, he has a good point, man. Listen, you guys, all I kept hearing in Sports Dynasty, Trevor Wan, you know this, tank for Tua. Tank for Tua. Well, you
Yeah.
fucking tanked for Tua, and you're treating him like shit, in my opinion. You've done him wrong since day one. I didn't think it was wrong by sitting him the first year. I thought that was fucking brilliant. You have Fitzpatrick,
Yeah, it makes
a
sense.
guy that I mean, why not sit him? Like, you got a fucking a feisty quarterback who's not gonna listen. Even though he started strong, I still didn't think you guys were going to go to the playoffs. I still thought because Fitz, that's what Fitz does. Start strong, and then he has his really shitty games, and he does okay, and then he's hot again, hot and cold, hot and cold, hot. But he'll still get fans in his seats. He'll still make exciting plays. And that's all that matters for the first season, right? I don't think you guys are expecting much. Just for him to sit down and learn. But once fucking he made that decision, that was it. I think, and then the decision to pull him to win, like, hey Fitz, go and handle this guy. He can't fucking do the job. Like, it made no sense. I still, it baffles me to this day because if you're gonna give him the job, that's it. And if you're gonna pull him after that, time for a new quarterback. I mean, I'm sorry. Why do that? Why play with the guy's emotion? Why not let him learn? I mean, that's the whole point, right? You put him in, he's going to get his bumps and bruises. He's going to go through some bad games. If he lost the game, who cares? It's rookie fucking season. That's the thing that you chose to do by starting him. You know the games are going to go bad sometimes. He's a rookie quarterback. So if you made that decision, you got to stick with it. And that's where Flores really fucked up, I believe, Tua. And Tua, at this point, honestly, even if you don't get Watson, I think you got to trade him now. I think you got to get rid of him. I think Tua confidence with your team is fucked, at least with the Dolphins. I don't think he has any trust in the GM or the coaching staff if that's how they handled a fucking top quarterback coming out of the draft. It just, in my opinion, man. And we've been talking, by the way, this has been a hot topic all fucking week, D. Like, he came on my show Monday. We were on hashtag Friday. And this has been pretty much Miami Dolphins talk. It's fucking unbelievable.
Listen, I love it. I love it because actually, when I really think about this, I mean, I think a lot of football fans and the NFL look at the Miami Dolphins as a team that has so much talent. And I mean, if you really look at the overall picture, this season's not done, yes, but we were 10-6 last year. From what we did the previous season before, I mean, we were 10-6, and yeah, okay, things are not going that great. It still doesn't mean anything. Yeah, we're having a rough season. Teams get rough seasons, but it's just how we're going to adjust and how we're going to adapt to it. As far as we're a very young team. So let's see what happens. But cutting the cord on Tua and we're going to be dominated for years. I disagree with that. We're going to make some changes, off season. It's just, are we going to make the right changes? But 10-6.
I got to ask, I got to jump in though. 10-6, but a lot of those wins were from Fitzpatrick.
That's what I was about to get at. I said that was probably the worst thing that could have happened to you guys too, because it now amplifies everything. The expectation coming into this year was extremely high when you did not even have the talent to be a 10-6 or higher team to begin with. You guys, I guess the word is overachieved. So now since that happened, not everybody has eyes on you from week one.
Yeah.
And all the damage is going on with you guys going downhill. It amplifies even more on top of the inside problems going on in your organization.
Scott coming in. Look, I don't know if Mac is going to be great, but Belichick is doing a great job managing him first year. Yeah, you guys go ahead and talk, and then I'll talk about that Sports Dynasty.
I think that's 75% right. I think they should have let him play a little harder starting like 2 weeks ago. The Tampa Bay game, okay, but once that Dallas game, they should have let that kid rock. But they held him back that game. So I think they should
And
have. Hopefully, again, we'll talk more about that when we talk about tomorrow's game.
yeah.
End of that
Jose
week,
coming in strong, Captain D. Captain D, man, you're under fire this week. Captain D is like, yo, like shots are being fired at Captain D.
I'm loving it. I'm
Captain
loving
D,
it.
That is your only knock on him, bro. Give Philly a top 5 pick for Waddle. They give Will Fuller $10 million to be guaranteed to be hurt. Flores has wasted picks. Wasted picks.
Is he the one doing the picks though, or is it the GM?
I'm pretty sure the GM is making the decisions.
It's combined. I think it's combined. Flores definitely has to say.
If in that case, then it makes sense why people are asking for Flores to be ousted. Then that's going to make sense now. If you're making those type of decisions, first of all, in our guide that we did before the season started, we mentioned that Will Fuller can't stay healthy to save his life. I mean, if he wanted to, you gave him $10 million guaranteed. But I'm like, okay, let's see if he can stay healthy, and we know he can't.
But why would
Jack like in your hat? Jack like in your hat, Trevor.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
But why would you give a young coach that much power off the get?
You know why? And I think,
but that's dumb. That makes no sense.
And I think I know why. I think I know why. As far as with Flores, you mentioned that in the beginning that a lot of players didn't want Flores because he's an old New England coach. The party thought there's a stigma of these old Patriot coordinators that come head coaches that they're gonna be Bill Belichick light, with the enforce the heart plan, drop the hammer. So I get that. But then again, as the owner, that's what you wanted. You wanted someone to bring culture to your team. So when you got it and you got it, now all of a sudden it's a problem. I mean, I think that's why they gave him so much power there. But it's like, come on, it's not proven.
Yeah, because Belichick's track record of his tree is good, right?
It's not. I mean, so far it's not. Yeah.
Thank you. This is that's stupid again.
Yeah, it's not been good. And the best coach, I was saying Flores for a second.
Yeah, so did I.
But I gotta say, the guy for Tennessee, the Tennessee coach,
Vrabel.
Right? Yeah,
who's a player?
Yeah, I think as of now, he's probably the best out of that tree. The rest have all failed. Let's be honest. Flores is still. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's still young in the coaching game, so I don't know yet. But every other coach bezsides
McDaniel sucked. Cornell sucked.
Romeo
was okay, but exactly.
I mean, they all failed. Right, they all failed.
Patricia sucked. Yeah.
Yeah. Jose saying basically, I love the fact that he's your coach. You guys are going to try to beat our record for not making the playoffs. Yeah, he's kind of, I'm guessing a lot of people now. See, I'm not there yet. I'm not there with their coach. I just don't like. I think he's a good coach, but he's made a lot of bad decisions, and those kind of decisions. Yeah, and that's a NFL's not like it's very hard to recover when you make a lot of bad picks, a lot of bad decisions. Like it's such. Everyone knows that it could set your team back years, right? Like, and it's true, right? Like Buffalo did that for many, many seasons. Bad picks on coaches, bad GMs, bad free agencies.
Look at Jacksonville now.
Everything, right? Exactly. So look at Raiders. I mean, like,
the Raiders,
a hot mess. You know what I mean? Like, it could set you back. It sets you back, and you give contract extensions to guys that don't deserve it. I mean, look, look at Arizona. They gave up all that money for J.J. Watt, and he's, I mean, look at Houston Texans. What the fuck? They got rid of their whole team for nothing. I just
Bill
don't.
O'Brien.
That could set you back. I mean, it sets you back.
That's another one. Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien.
I think I'm seeing a lot of the comments about Brian Flores, but if you look at the picks that were made, I mean, they were smart picks. We, that year that we traded away Laramie Tunsil, we had 2 first-round picks. We addressed the offensive line. We addressed corner, which obviously I didn't think was a need. This year I was upset. I would have liked a every down back for Tua to help him out, but the picks were addressing the needs that we wanted. Now, maybe then we need to look at our talent evaluation or scouts. Are they not scouting these players correctly? Because it's just not panning out. But if you look at the initial intent of what he was trying to address, that year that we had all those picks, They were smart picks. They're just not panning out.
understand
That happens. That happens.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. They're filling the holes, but they're not filling the holes with the right pieces. That's basically
Correct.
what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah.
Correct.
Jose coming in, Captain D. Do you fire the OCs? OCs. If so, that will be 5 OCs because that's true, right? You got 2 this year in
Yeah.
3 years. Captain
really
D, mark
nice.
my words. The Jets fired Gase. The Jets will be better than you if you keep Flores.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Like
Talk about a
Gase
shot
is
in the dark.
Gase is a fucking nightmare. So
Yeah.
Gase is not a full. So what I mean, Scott, because Scott came in saying, "How is he a good coach if he's making bad decisions?"
That's a fair question,
You
but
could. That is a good question. So I'm not. I think he's made some good decisions as well. Like I thought this first year he rallied a bad team to a decent record. Like for that team, they probably shouldn't even won that many games. I thought last year. I thought winning 10 games. I didn't have him winning 10 games. I didn't from the start of the season, and they won 10. You got to give him some kind of credit there. You got to give him credit for cleaning house early on with the Tunsil. They got a lot of good picks. They were doing it right. They're just not executing right.
Mm-hmm.
So that could also be on the GM too, though. Where it can't always point the finger at the coach, right? But I will say, like I said, the OC thing is weird. That is his decision. He's the coach. He brings in his defense. By the way,
switching quarterbacks every
I know
other
we're
game.
we're all talking offense, but what about the defense? He's a defensive coach. They're ranked like I think 28th,
Almost
31st.
last, very close. Yeah.
Almost last. Right. What's I don't know their defense coordinators, but clearly he's not doing the job. So I mean, there's a lot to be like a lot of things that Flores and the GM need to like really evaluate when the season's over. Like, what are we doing on the defensive coordinator? What are we doing on the OCs? Are we finally just going to get one? Or are we going to fire clean house as far as assistant coaches go and just getting a whole new coaching staff except for Flores, So there's a lot of things that I think you guys really got to go back to the drawing table and see what you guys are going to do because it ain't working. It ain't going to work. If you continue to do like this, you're going to get deeper and deeper in a hole, bro. I don't care if you get Watson. Not going to make a fucking difference. Watson, first of all, no way that dude will play with 2 OCs. Not going to happen. He's not going to play with a fucked up O-line. And if your defense is still shitty, what does that say to you? So you guys, he's going to be losing close games because your defense can't hold? I mean, why would he want to be there? I'm just saying. Jason coming in. Dolphins Sport Report. Yeah, isn't this crazy? So welcome to the Miami Dolphins Sports
We have the
Report.
most to talk about this week. That's why.
I am your host, Captain D. Right? But we're going to move on a little bit from the Dolphins because, yes, it's been like the Dolphins Sports Report. Let's get on to the Jets versus the Patriots. My God, 54-13. A fucking ass whooping. I was way off, by the way. I think I said, you guys want to score more than 20.
I was the closest,
24.
and I was still way off. I had a 28-14, and I was still way off.
Spanked them. I guess I'll start with you guys, Trevor Juan, man. What the hell happened there? How did you guys put up 54 on? I know they're bad, but my God, are they that bad?
54.
I'm going to be honest with you. Now, I'm going to get that too. I'm going to be honest with you. Coming off a bye week, and more and more each week, because we live in New York, so the Jets, they're on TV too, so I watch them too, because what the hell. So I noticed, especially with the Jets, as far as Robert Saleh and Michael LaFleur, they literally have no clue what they're doing. And it's coming more and more apparent every week because the Jets look worse every single week. They have no idea what they're doing. And at the same time, I can't really blame them because think about it. Robert Saleh was a great defensive coordinator. Don't get me wrong, great defensive coordinator. And yes, he deserves a opportunity to be a head coach in this league.
Sure.
So, but you have an unproven head coach. Then you have an offensive coordinator who's probably the worst offensive coordinator I've seen forever. And first of all, because he thinks, he got a job because his brother is Matt LaFleur. You know what I'm saying? But just because your last name is LaFleur doesn't mean you're good enough to be offensive coordinator in this league. He's garbage. He's terrible. They look worse. A lot of people, it just not. They weren't even ready. Like it feels like they weren't supposed to be in the same field as us. Mind you, our team is has our own issues right there. Our team's not a great team, but they didn't even belong in the same arena as us. It was how bad it was.
I knew we were gonna win at the first play. We ran for like what a 7-8 yard run for easily with no push. I said, "Oh, they're gonna beat the shit out of them." I knew instantaneously it was gonna happen. I stopped watching the game after the first quarter. We were 17-0 in the first quarter. Yeah, I stopped watching. I watched the Bengals and Ravens game and says, "I'm done. I already know what's gonna happen. I'm waiting for next week."
We literally ran
right.
screen plays.
I knew it.
We literally ran screen plays the whole game. Literally, they could not stop the screenplay. It was ridiculous how bad it was. How they couldn't defend a screenplay. It was bad. And then another thing about the game, and I know because the week before we lost to Dallas, the week before, so it's like and you have Patriot fans talking about, oh my God, they're opening the playbook. No, we literally ran the same play over and over again. They couldn't stop us. Like, and people were talking about, oh, they're happy that we scored 54 points. This was a game that was expected. We're supposed to beat the shit out of the Jets. That's what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give brownie points to my fucking team for beating up on the Jets. I'm sorry. I don't give them brownie points. It's fucking ridiculous. And there were Patriots fans who were saying, yeah. I'm like, no, this is not something we should be happy about. We won the game. Perfect.
Jose, Juan, so I guess it's for you, buddy. Juan, bro, I hate Belichick. Why does he risk getting players hurt, running up the score? He loves rubbing teams' nose in a win. Goddamn Belichick. I said that at the end.
That specific team he loves to beat the shit out of. He's hate the Jets forever, and that's never going to change. He always puts up 40 or 50 once a year against them. He makes sure.
And I'm sorry, but it's the NFL. It's not Pop Warner. It's not high school.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, I agree. I agree. Scott agrees. Yeah. I respect Belichick running up the score. I wish McDermott would do it more. Even though he is getting better at it, dude. This is fucking pro sports. Too fucking bad. I'm sorry. If you fucking bro, run up the score. What is this fucking high pee-wee fucking football? Hurting your feelings? Like, then play fucking defense. Play better. It's not my fucking fault. Okay. We're gonna fucking keep playing. If you can't stop us, that's not my fucking problem, bro. So yeah, I 100% agree. I wish McDermott would do that more. Listen, I don't feel bad. Listen, if we fucking beat the Jets 75-0, I'll fucking gloat all around town. I don't give a fuck. We fucking killed you guys. You guys are. I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to beat the Jets 3-0. I want fucking 70 points on those terrible people. Like terrible team. Like, they're fucking bad for a reason. So no, don't feel bad. Fuck that shit, man. I want to feel bad.
What kills me is the same people will say, let's say the couple weeks before when we struggled against Houston, and they were coming at us saying, "Oh, we struggled against Houston." So you mean to tell me that you're mad if we destroy the Jets the way we did, and you come at us if we have a game with them like it'd be 23-20, we won the game? He's like, "Oh, we struggled against the Jets." So what is it? What do you want me to do? Win the game by 15? Like, what do you want me to do? So that's the difference.
Jose coming in, the whole league gets one bye week, but Buffalo will get a bye month.
You are
literally about it.
Literally.
Oh, we played this guy.
Yo, that schedule, the next 4 weeks is dog.
Listen, the NFL owed us though. We had I think the 5th or 6th toughest schedule last season. We had a really tough schedule last season. So fuck that shit. They owed us. I don't give a fuck. And they put us back to back on the road this year against 2 tough teams, Chiefs and Titans. So I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck that. And we're on the road in Tampa Bay later in the season. So, I mean, yeah, it's easy peasy schedule, but we still have 3 tough opponents.
He laughs after saying
three next 10 opponents.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh man. But yeah, so you guys handled your business that game. I didn't think you would score that many. Kudos to you guys. I will say coming up though, you ain't doing that shit against the Chargers. You ain't putting no 50.
Nah.
But I do want to get into, because unfortunately I don't have any players awards because we didn't play. I do want to get into the weekly awards, so we're gonna get first into the Buddhist man.
Buddhist man.
Back into that. So the Buddhist man, we're gonna start with Captain D. Who got your Buddhist man award of the week?
I I think it's got to be just the Dolphin. I'm gonna just include it. I'm gonna do the Dolphin defense. That last drive. I mean, like, come on, man. We got to make a stand. Our offense gets us there. We take the lead, but as a group, the Dolphin defense just completely let me down again. And Dolphins fans, I mean, it's just heartbreaking to when you're looking for your defense to make that stand, and the talent and the personnel that we have on the field, that they just we couldn't get it done.
Sports Dynasty. I don't know, who do you got? Because my God, what did
I
I do wrong?
I got it.
Are you?
I got it. It's
Okay,
gonna be a
good.
surprise. Surprise.
Okay.
Boo, this man is Bill Belichick, and I'm gonna explain to you why. What the hell took you so long to finally put a good offensive lineup? This is exactly the offensive line that should have been there from the get. Because at first we had our best lineman, Michael Onwenu, at left guard, which left our right tackle spot completely naked for 6 weeks. Now they moved him to right tackle, which where he was last year, and he was our best lineman last year too. And they put a good backup in Ted Karras at left guard, which is okay. Finally, that is actually a serviceable offensive line. Where the hell was this weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? That might have been enough to beat the Saints, because that was the biggest reason why we lost, because the pressure was ridiculous. There. That's the only one I can think of, because the team was basically perfect.
You agree with him, Trevor, or you got another one?
Not that basically makes sense, honestly speaking. But other than that, besides that, I don't think you can say boo anybody on the team, but the players. I don't think you can do it.
Yeah. All right, so let's go with the hell yeah award of the week.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
All right, Captain D, hell yeah. Word of the week, man. I know it's tough, but you guys still put up 28. Who do you got for the hell yeah?
Yeah, I was tempted to give it to Tua, but he had some boneheaded turnovers in the game. But I'm going to give it to Mike Gesicki. 7 receptions, 85 yards, and a touchdown. He keeps doing it. He keeps teasing Dolphins fans every week, and I keep preaching to feed him the ball. So I'm going Mike Gesicki.
Jason coming in, he says Austin Jackson. Boo. And then also we got coming in Jose. Jose says, I don't know what he's saying. Oh, Juan, your next 6 games: Chargers, Panthers, Browns, Falcons, Titans, Bills. Yikes! What do you think your record needs to be after seeing the Bills' next 4 games? That's a tough schedule.
Can I save that? I'm gonna put that towards the preview, because there's a couple of things I want to say about that. So can I save that?
Okay, we'll wait. So Jose, wait for the preview. So give us the hell yeah, your hell yeah, player of the week, man.
My player of the week is, for me, Brandon Bolden. Brandon Bolden could not be stopped at all. They could not stop him.
Yeah. That says a lot.
And Scream, which says a lot, because what I'm saying, he's a special teams player. But he's pretty good though. I mean, like I say, he was catching screen passes, going for 20, 25, 30 yards, running the ball. He literally could not be stopped, which is saying a lot. Because
why do we have a Jets person? I'd be laughing at him the whole day.
Probably crying the entire time.
Do you both agree on that? That's your hell yeah? You both?
I'll go Mac Jones. First 300-yard passing day. Did it pretty damn easily. Good job, brother. I think you may have to do it again next week, though. Yeah. Or tomorrow, rather.
All right. We'll find out. All right. And the last one. All right, Captain D, what's up with that? Could be anything. Could be anything in the game.
I got to go back to the defense, man. Like, what's up with the defense? I mean, we got the best corners in the league, I think, are close. But once again, the defense just big, huge meltdowns when we need it the most. And I can't emphasize that even more when we need to stop. What's up with that, man? Like, come on, man. We got Xavier Howard, we got Byron Jones. Come on.
All right, Sports Dynasty.
I have one. My what's up with that goes to the Jets coaching staff and the Jet fans. I'm gonna tell you why.
You don't need to tell them why.
Now,
They saw it.
First of all, I know everyone see what happened there. How can you be a professional football coaches, and not literally come in and say, fuck it, we're gonna wing it and see how bad it get. Well, guess what? It got bad, motherfucker. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. And thanks for the Jets fans. Why do you guys continue to give your money and pay your hard-earned money to see garbage? If I wanted
year after year after year after year after year,
it makes no sense. Like, why? Like, they don't deserve your hard-earned money. They don't deserve it. Just for them to spit in your face every single time. It's terrible. What's up with that?
You know what? Yeah. Let's stop with that. I like that.
Okay,
you got it.
So let's get into the previews, man. Week 8, finally, the best team in the NFL is playing, Buffalo Bills. So we'll start with
Green Bay. Damn.
No,
kidding.
It's
I'm
the
kidding.
Buffalo
I'm
Bills,
kidding.
the best team, America's team. The red, white, and blue make us.
I
hate you. We're gonna get right into this. Let's talk Miami versus Buffalo. Start with you, Captain D. I guess.
And one. Two birds
yeah,
one stone.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna ask, how do you guys not lose by 40? I guess because you're gonna lose. Go ahead. Talk.
Actually, with everything that's been going on, but I feel really good about this game. I really do. I feel very positive about it. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what everyone's thinking. Brown on the offensive line, he's going to be missing. Dawson Knox is out. We're hoping to get some, Devontae Parker back, and of course, you guys knocked the Lion down a little bit, but the Lion's back, and he's been in the cage. Now we're going to let him out again, and he's going to play a little bit. And yeah, he's okay with the weather. 54, 55 degrees, little wind. That ain't that bad. I'm feeling good about this game. I'm feeling positive. We're going to get some pressure on Josh Allen. Hopefully we can maybe, get a little injury, and we'll just build off of that. But I'm completely positive about this game. You can't even steer me wrong. I'm feeling good.
He's going for the injury.
Let me hear a loud lion roar, Captain D. Let me hear a loud lion roar, Captain D.
Wow.
Gotta do it.
That's it. Yeah, guys, we should just call this an L. The Lions out of the Dolphins cage. They are letting the Lions out in Miami. What? Yeah.
Gotta be positive, man. We're going to. It's on the road, and hey, we got it. We got this.
Hey, listen. There's nothing wrong with being positive about your 1-6 team. I get it. Trevor and Juan, what do you feel? What do you feel about his lying out of the cage remark?
Well, confidence is key. So that's good. I can respect it. It's all good, but we both know what's going to happen. The Bills are going to curse stomp the shit out of the Dolphins. It makes me more upset than the fact that as bad as the Dolphins have played all season, they're 1-6. What will forever destroy me for the rest of the year? That we are the 1-6. It's fucking ridiculous. It bothers me how we lost to this team. But the Bills should have no problem, beating up on this team. No problem.
I have a stat for you. You guys are ready for this?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
you ready for this? Since December 30th of 2018, the Miami Dolphins against Buffalo has allowed 232 points since December of 2018. That is an average of 38.6 points per game. Carry on.
What? And my rebuttal to that is, and I'm just going to keep it real short and simple, is any given Sunday. Any given Sunday. Any given Sunday.
Well, this is the year for that. I'll give you that.
Any given Sunday, it might happen. And I'm being positive about this one.
Scott coming in strong here. Captain D, I love your loyalty. I tried that with my first one.
Oh.
Banging my neighbor.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Scott for the win.
Oh,
Scott for the
He
win.
won, yeah. He won.
Oh man! Oh, Tua for 400.
no,
Yeah,
no.
for fucking
Oh,
games.
shoot.
400.
Dude, Tua. Hey, Jason, I love that. Jason's also a positive Lions, letting the Lions out of the gate fan for the Dolphins. But if Tua throws for 400 yards, I don't know, bro. I gotta rip all my fucking shit off my wall Sunday night because that will never fucking happen, bro.
But what if you put up 35 and a quarter? He could be just playing garbage time the rest of the way.
Would never had no.
Bro, he's not trying
what
to
we
hear,
done.
okay.
Bro, Tua's played terrible against us. I don't even think Tua will make it out of the game. I'm gonna be honest. Listen, we hit hard and we're gonna come after him. He's fucked. Let me talk about the game real quick. Because I didn't really get into it all week. We've been talking fucking Dolphin. This is like the Dolphin channel all week. So, Buffalo Bills are fucking pissed. Once again, Miami is the team that has to feel the anger and the wrath on Halloween. It's going to be fucking scary. And I meant that in a quote. It's going to be fucking scary Halloween. Good and scary bad for the Dolphins. Listen, it's the other way around there, Jason. It's going to be fucking Josh Allen for 400 yards. I think something's going on there. But it's Allen for 400 yards for sure. 5 touchdowns. We're going to fucking destroy the fucking Miami Dolphins. Tua has no answer after his first read. Leslie Frazier knows this. He's going to mix it up. Tua is going to be confused in the backfield like he always does against us. Listen, Tua's played good the last 2 games. Against the fucking Jaguars and Falcons. I mean, come on, man. Let's be real here. The Jaguars, you got to put up 3. Fucking any quarterback's going to do that. Like, honestly, and no offense to fucking Tua. I'm sure Tua's going to get better as he hopefully for you guys, whatever. But it ain't happening versus us, bud. It ain't happening. Maybe 100 something yards, couple interceptions. If he lasts, bro, he's going to get cracked. We're going to bring the blitz. We're going to listen, honestly, Tua's going to probably throw a few interceptions. He's going to get hurt. You're talking about hurting our guy. It's not going to happen, bro. Josh Allen is a big boy. He can handle himself. You guys got no real fucking blitzers. You didn't do anything to us week fucking 2. Why would we be nervous against you this time? In Buffalo, we're fucking pissed once again. And I'm shocked I'm going to give you some points in this game. I am. I'll give you my prediction later, but this ain't going to be close, bro. You can fucking dream all you want. You can talk about Lions being let out of the gate. That's not happening, bro. It's not happening. And yeah, that's not happening. So let's move on. Patriots versus Chargers. This is an interesting game. I guess I'll start with Captain D first. Patriots in LA. What do you think about this game, D?
I got the Patriots on this one all day.
Oh,
yeah,
all
I got the
day.
Patriots all day.
All day.
I've been, been preaching to the choir since day one, since week 1 about Mac Jones, and he's the real deal. And I'm a huge Justin Herbert fan. Love Justin Herbert. Love the way he plays. But I got the Patriots on a little upset. It's on the road. It's going to be tough, but I believe in Mac Jones for damn sure. And it's going to be a close game. And I won't go do my score right now, but the Patriots edge this out. Close. Coaching.
I agree.
All right. Trevor, Juan.
I'm going with New England as well. I do believe, like I said, they're coming off the Chargers come off a bye week, especially the way they played against Baltimore in their last game out, which embarrassed themselves. They're probably going to I know that they're probably going to take this very seriously because I was what's going on. But the Patriots need to win this game. They have to win this game, and they're able to run the ball very well because the Chargers can't stop the run to save their lives. If they can run the ball well, and then open up plays where Matt Jones can take shots down, then we'll be in good position. But we have to be able to run the ball. I think running the ball is key. If we can't run the ball on this Chargers defense, we are in trouble. I have to say that. But I'm picking New England to win this game close.
Captain D, Jose coming in. Captain D, we're coming off the bye week. Prepared against your offensive line. Oh, Captain D. You're delusional, Captain.
No, I get it. I get it, Jose. But you gotta understand. You gotta understand something. That Rari got nicked up a little bit on the curb. It hit a curb a little bit. Went back in the body shop and got cleaned back up, and now it's coming out the shop.
That shit fell off the
shop. I hate to let you know, but
that shit went off
coming out. It's coming out tomorrow for Halloween.
Ain't no curb, bro. You guys fell off a cliff, fucking when you lost against the Jags, bro. Fuck out of here. Like that ain't no fucking. That is not. Bro, if you lose to the Jags, that is no fucking curb. That is not hitting a curb. That is fucking going off a fucking cliff.
We're catching our feet, man. You know, we got stunned, but we're catching our feet again. We're all right. We'll be all right.
I don't know. It'll be great. All right.
My turn?
Anyways,
My turn?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Juan. I'm lost.
Funny as that was.
I'm lost for words.
Okay. So, as much as we're talking about Mac Jones and loving Mac Jones, he is not the key to winning this game. This is the second-ranked pass defense in the NFL. And the Mac Jones should not be featured in this game. This is the one game where I'm okay with him not taking shots downfield and all that. We need to run this football and run this football well. This is the 31st now ranked run defense in the NFL, not 32nd anymore. It's Houston. The only person they have in that front seven is Joey Bosa. And why I mentioned the offensive line earlier is because now that it should be good now, that's the only person you really need to block. That front seven is very soft. And the scheme that Brandon Staley, their head coach, loves to use is deep cover two to stop all the deep passes. That is right in New England's alley. So I expect a homecoming from Hunter Henry for him to absolutely murder when Mac Jones has to pass. Run up them seams, get the touchdowns, let Damian Harris and hopefully Ramondre Stevenson, who's been in doghouse like 3 different times this year, hopefully he gets to play, run that rock. Defensively, this up to the pass rush. Justin Herbert, no like pressure. If anybody sees his losses over the last year and a half, he no like pressure. Matthew Judon and company needs to be the key to get to him and get to him fast, especially on blitz. That's all Baltimore did to beat the hell out of them was blitz in time, and they did not pick up the blitz at all and was annihilated by it. So we blitz almost as well as Baltimore does. So that needs to happen to get Justin Herbert, get him quick 3 and outs, run that clock, dominate time possession. Let's get out of there with a W. I go with New England too.
All right. Jose coming in. Pats guys, the Chargers are last against the run. I want your
31st.
thoughts. If you fail behind early, how do you feel about coming from behind?
Depends how much we go down by early. If we go down by a lot quick, then yeah, there's probably no. Again, but the second-ranked pass defense in the NFL is probably a huge problem. So that's the reason why these early drives is going to say a lot about how the game is going to go, especially for a New England side offensively. I want 5 to 6 minutes and 7 off the clock and on our scoreboard. I do not want quick drives. I want slow, methodical 7 on the board and keep Herbert over there. If we get down early, quick, that's an issue. We're not winning no shootout. So, yeah.
I know I've criticized McDaniels for being conservative. This is probably the game to be conservative and be very, like I say, like I mentioned before, slow, methodical, grind the clock. Time of possession is going to be the key for us to win this game. We don't want to. We don't want to see the defense. We want to make sure that Justin Herbert stays off the field as much as he can. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be the key right there. Grind the clock and run the football. If we can do that very well, I think we got a good chance.
This is probably my first game, my prediction or whatever going by, that I don't have you guys winning. Like I have you guys getting beat pretty bad. And this is the first time I've been giving you guys, games. I've been brutally honest, and most of my score prediction been kind of close with you guys. I told you the Tampa game will be close. It was. But I don't know. You're in LA. Herbert, he's not a rookie anymore, right? He's a fucking dude. This guy's the real deal. I don't think like Belichick's going to do anything that's going to like rattle his brains. You know, like
He did it last year.
yeah, last year. This is the I'm telling you. And Herbert was a rookie last season, right? He's not a rookie anymore. Like Herbert's the real deal. I think I'm telling you, Herbert's going to be a problem many, many years for many teams. He's just getting started. You're in LA, like I said. Yeah, you guys are coming off a good win, but it was against the Jets.
No, we're not talking about
No,
that.
no,
Who
no,
cares?
no, talking about that. Who cares
I'm
about
just
that?
saying, like, that's not really like anything. Like, I don't think you're gonna be like feeling yourselves by beating them. I think Joey Bosa is a problem. Um, I don't think this game's gonna be close like you guys think. I think this game right here, I think Herbert goes to town on you guys.
Okay.
And I think this game here, Mac Jones doesn't play too well. So I'll give my score prediction later, but I just don't. This is the one game I think.
disagree. I'm so
Yeah,
confident.
no.
in this
Hey,
game.
listen.
Absolutely
That's
disagree.
why this is a But this is.
Mm-mm-mm.
Listen, I've been very close on your guys' scores. You got to admit, I've been very, very on. I've been
So far,
brutally.
yes.
Yeah, but I gotta. This one here in my mind. Listen. I know. We don't know till tomorrow, right?
Of course
when
not.
tomorrow's done,
But yeah, of
we
course
talk
not.
about this next week. And listen, you know, we all have our different opinion, but I just don't think. I think this is the one game. You guys, this is not a close game. The next game. Speaking of not being close, Bengals and Jets. Captain D. I mean, we'll run through this quick, but I mean, what do the Jets got to do to win? I mean, do they have a chance of?
No.
Well, since I'm on my, excuse me, but my Lions letting Lions out the cage. The Bengals gonna run wild on this one. The Bengals got this. It's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as the Patriots, but it is gonna be. It's gonna be bad, but not as bad as the 54-13 shellacking that they took last week. But it's gonna be the Bengals all the way.
Trevor won.
Wow.
I mean, there's not much to say. I know.
The Garfields. If the Garfields could beat the Jets, Garfield could beat the Jets. Not even the
Right.
Bengals. The Garfield could beat the Jets.
This is right now the hottest team in the AFC. They're gonna beat the holy crap.
Yeah, they're gonna.
It's gonna be bad.
It will be bad. I gotta agree
know,
with Captain D. I don't think it'll be like what you guys did to him last week, because I think the Jets will at least. God, they have to have some kind of pride for themselves, right? Like they gotta like do something here. But no Zach Wilson, which wasn't like he was playing lights out anyways. But either way, I don't even know who their fucking quarterback is coming in. Never heard of him.
Mike White.
And never heard of him in my life. The Bengals are hot right now. It's gonna be an ass whooping. And listen, I know you said I think 2 weeks ago, whatever, Salah's like a motivator.
It's not working.
I as of now, I don't think I give him another season maybe, and I think they're gonna wind
Me
up
too.
firing him.
I agree. That's fair.
Me too.
Yeah.
But
I
the
mean,
offensive
maybe
coordinator, he's done after the end of the year.
Yeah, it's just listen, it's not for everybody. Like there's sometimes you just got to stick in your field and it's okay. You know what I mean? Like these guys earn it. But it's not for everybody. Like Dable.
Let me intervene.
I'm going to tell you this real quick before you say something. Like Dable, everyone's like, "Oh, Dable, Dable." I think Dable's going to be a fucking awful coach. I'm being dead honest with you. I don't even think he's that great of an OC.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, he's going to fail miserably. I think Frazier, on the other hand, is going to be a hell of a coach again because he was already a coach. He's been there, done that. He's a fucking player's coach. Dable is too, but I just something about Dable. He fucks up so much as OC anyways. Something about him, and he's in every place he's been to besides
Vikings,
Buffalo,
right?
he's failed. He's failed. So Frazier, on the other hand, man, I believe in Frazier. But anyways, go ahead, Captain. Sorry to cut you off.
No, I was gonna talk about the Jets real quick about Robert Saleh.
Go ahead.
And I think it's rookie quarterback, rookie head coach. If you're a Jets fan, you're looking at least to get a turnaround, to get something back, minimum. I mean, at least 3 years. I think for him to build this team. I think he's going to be a great head coach for the New York Jets. It's just him getting that personnel in there and dealing and putting it, everything in place. Next year's going to be the real, grading him on how well they've adjusted from his first year. He's going to be there next year. It's just,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he'll be there next year, but how long? I don't know.
Yeah.
If they're getting blown out, listen, it's about money. I keep saying this. Ownership doesn't want. You can't be getting blown out by 50 points, 40 points, 30 points, and expect fans to come to your game. It's just not going to happen, right? Fans want results. And I know it's early, but sometimes, bro, I've seen coaches get fired in a year too, man. Sometimes if the owner's like, maybe it's just not right. Or maybe him and the GM's not. But we'll see. Like, listen, it's too early to fire a coach.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Coach. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I was about to say Joe Douglas, the GM for the Jets. Now, he's had a year. Well, his first year there, it didn't count because Gase was in charge, and they picked the players for him before they fired him, which was stupid. So this is really his second full year as a GM, and this is his team now. So I'm saying, okay, fine. He's the one that hired them there. So I think if let's say for sake of argument, the Jets finished 1-16, right? And let's say that if the Johnson family is like, oh, listen, we can't have this. We gotta let him go. If he goes, the GM has to go too. To me, there's no way. If I'm a coach who wants the Jet job, right? I'm not going to feel comfortable. Or if I'm a GM, you bringing me in, I'm not going to be comfortable having a coach that I didn't want there anyway. I'm just inheriting a coach that was there last year. I feel that if you're going to do that, you got to have a new GM, new head coach. If you're going to go that route, you can't fire one and not the other. So I think that another year for Robert Saleh. I think next year it's see how it goes. But if you decide to fire Saleh next year, then the GM got to go too. He has to go.
Yep. Scott, thanks for coming in, by the way. We'll see you next week. He says, awesome job. And by the way, the Jets guy, listen, I fucking tried.
We tried, yeah.
It's okay.
We all did.
We're good.
And listen, Scott, unfortunately, like Jets fans are fucking literally hiding. That's why in my picture, I have a fucking trash bag fan because they're no. Listen, who the fuck? Listen, no offense, but I'm not. If I'm a Jets guy, I'm not trying to go on some fucking show and getting fucking shit on by my terrible, shitty team. I give Captain D many, many big props because being 1-6, having to come talk about your shitty team, like that's tough, bro. Like I don't want to hear it, but good day. Give Captain D credit for that because. Listen, if my team's 1-6, I'm doing this fucking Mafia sports where I'm fucking. I'm fucking pissed. I don't want to hear it. And I'm sure everyone's gonna be like, Bill suck, but fucking GM coach. Like fuck you. But yeah, it's tough, buddy. Easier said than done. They don't want to come on here. One thing, and we're gonna jump on this and we're gonna do predictions after, but I did want to get to this real quick. The Watson to Miami, we got a comment from Jose. Captain D, if you get Watson, are you a playoff team next year? So we're gonna get into the Watson talk right now, actually. Real quick, real briefly. You already know my thoughts on this, Captain D. We talked about it, but Trevor and Juan wasn't on here. I think it's a huge reach to go get Watson. I think it's a desperate move, like I told you before. And I think it's a move that could set your organization back many, many seasons if it goes wrong.
Yep.
Even if you get him. And even if all that shit wasn't true, which I don't believe. I believe there has to be some truth to this. There's just too many women. It's too many red flags. Okay,
that's fair.
It's just way too many red flags. Like, listen, I don't care what story it is. If there's so much, I'll listen to any. I'm not going to point the finger and say you're guilty until I look at all the facts, and then I'll be like, hey, to me, it sounds fishy. To me, there's red flags there, and something's not right? Kind of like, and I know I'm off topic, but the Gabby Petito Brian laundry case. Come on, man. The dude came back without his fiance in his fucking van, right? Doesn't want to talk to police. Dude, like there's too many red flags there. Clearly something happened. So with Watson, I have to look at the facts, and there's one, when there's that many, something's not right. That's one. Two, flying in women from different states to your house is really weird when it comes to massage therapy. It's not, like I said, it's not a chiropractic. It's not a fucking specialist. It's not like, I have to get this person because they're they specialize in, calf, whatever. It's a fucking massage therapist. They're all over. Like, why would you fly it? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I truly believe, when you have money, you feel like you have power, and maybe he felt like he'd get away with a little whatever he did, and it got caught up to him, man. Just like many, many people with money that do fucking shitty stuff to people, it catches up to you, bro. Karma's a bitch, and sometimes it catches up. But off of that subject, even if you get him, which would be a huge mistake, it's a reach. It is a fucking reach. You guys are just trying. To me, this is a ploy just to get Dolphins fans excited, get them back in the seats. Get Dolphins fans like, oh, we're gonna win. We're gonna do this. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not. You got to have a whole team. You got to have everything right. And like I said, if the shit comes out where it's true, which I believe, there's going to be a bombshell. Something's going to happen. There's no way the NFL's like backing up. Like, that's not like the NFL to do that, to stay quiet, to be like, hey, it's not on the exempt list. We're going to like sit back and chill and watch this play out. Like, that's not like the NFL. It's very rare. They fucking suspended Brady without a lot of proof. You know what I mean? Like, they put him on the exempt list before they even suspended him. So, and over a football thing. So, like, I don't know. Something's really weird going on here. And if Miami makes that trade and you guys lose all that capital, all those picks that you fucking worked so hard to get for a guy that is shitty, like has some shitty weird thing going, I think it's a fucking mistake. But anyways, it was a question to you, buddy. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I gotta go back. I gotta go back to my Fort Lauderdale side here a little bit and say, hell no, we ain't going to the damn playoffs if we get Deshaun Watson. That's ridiculous. This team, and I'm gonna be straight right now. We need some goons on the offensive line and the defensive line. We got to get dirty, nasty up front and let everything else take care of in the secondary. So we got to get tough, nasty. Right now we're soft. And that's why, tomorrow's going to be uphill battle. But no, if we get Deshaun Watson, no, we're not going to the playoffs. We got so many other issues right now. I can't even count.
Sports Science, you want to weigh in?
Yes, I do actually. If the Dolphins do pull the trigger and acquire him in the trade, I would fire the GM immediately. I'm going to tell you why you fire the GM immediately.
Okay.
Because this is the same GM that invested in bringing Tua and being in Tua to be your future. And at that point, by you trading for him, you're pretty much telling Tua, we don't trust you. We made a mistake. You got to go. Mind you, he was a top 5 draft pick. You drafted him at 5 overall. Then secondly, I will fire him for the reason if you're not doing your due diligence. Like Tommy just said, the other shoe is going to drop. This is not over yet. They're trying to figure out how bad it's going to be. Who knows? He may the only orange uniform he may wear is a prisoner suit. If in this case, like we don't even know.
Yeah, so the jumpsuit, yeah.
We don't even know.
So, no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. So to me, it's not wise, or it's not wise to set your franchise because
smart or averagely smart or have average IQ or any above.
Yeah. It's dumb to literally set your franchise back even further when you're trying to rebound from when you set yourselves back further before. You know what I'm saying? With the
the Waddle thing, yeah.
With the Waddle thing, it doesn't make any sense. Like it to me, it's like if you hire him, if you bring him over there, just fire the GM because this is going to be a disaster and it's not going to help your cause. The culture that you were trying to bring in, you bring in Deshaun Watson, you can forget about it. You can forget about the culture.
And I think your fan base will revolt too.
Yes,
the fan base not going to support you.
Your fan base will not support you. They will not.
Yeah. Yep. 100%, bro. And you guys bring him in, like I said, and shit goes sideways, right? Like more shit comes out on this dude. Fans are
Which it
gonna
will.
fucking,
It will.
Which it will if he gets traded.
yeah, it will. 100. Bro, listen.
Mm-hmm.
There's like I said earlier, I got some things I gotta read into, right? Like, and I'll give a prime example. It's happened to all of our football teams, right? There's something that's happened, right? Like, oh shit, what did he do? Like, but you got to step back and got to say, hey, I'm not going to point the finger just yet. And a lot of fans are guilty of just going, oh my God, he's, or a lot of fans also are guilty of going, no, there's no way he could have done that. Like, it's like that. So, like, prime example, I brung it up before. Ed Oliver got a DUI. And bro, I swear to God, on Twitter, everyone, like a lot of Bills fans, get rid of him. Get rid of him. He's a fucking, we don't want that in the locker room, blah, 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 blah. And I tweeted right away. I said, bro, whoa, slow down. First of all, even if he did get a DUI, let's say he did, does that make him the fucking terrible, god awful person? Like, bro, there's a lot of, you can fucking live and learn from your mistakes, get over it. But I still said, let's wait. You never, who the fuck knows? The story's not, this is all we know.
It's not
bro,
like
he blew a 0. He wasn't even drinking. So all these fans that talked all that shit, they had to have felt stupid, right? So because he wasn't guilty of nothing. Got nothing happened. So then you got the Shady McCoy thing, right?
Yeah,
Nothing happened because it wasn't true. Sometimes sometimes there is people out there to try to hurt you. I get that. Like, you're a superstar. They're, your ex-girlfriend, ex-wife. They're trying to fucking hurt you. But then there's some true things. O.J. Simpson murdered people. It's fucking true. It happened. Fucking John Gruden. He's a terrible person. He got caught red-handed. He tried to fucking lie, and it fucking came out just like everything else, right? There's a lot of players, right? The fuck Aaron Hernandez, right? It's list goes on and on and on and on. Listen, there's a lot of shady shit that goes on in sports, and just because he seems like a quiet guy, wouldn't do that, doesn't mean he's not a fucking bad person, right? I'm just saying. Like Michael Jackson, I'm just saying, okay?
That's a whole nother
story.
Wow.
I'm just saying. It's a whole nother story,
That
but
dude was deranged
let's
for
be
a long
real.
time,
Like, yikes. Okay, so
best decisions ever, but Jesus.
Yeah, yikes. But getting Watson, like I said, is a fucking, to me, it is all that is a reach. It's a reach by the GM going, you know what? I fucked up. I'll
go as far as to say suicide.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what.
That's career suicide.
To me, yeah, if I'm the Dolphins right now, the GM, I'll be real with you. I think if I'm sitting back and I'm the GM, the coach, I'm going, you know what? Listen, let's just be real. We don't trust Tua. Clearly, we're trying to fucking get. Let's scratch the Watson thing. We got picks. Let's trade Tua while we can now. Let's get something in return, right? Because he ain't feeling it here. There's no way Tua's confident in Miami anymore. The guy would have to be
teams that need quarterbacks too.
Yeah, I would say, look,
either.
Right,
well,
we
like
could probably
Washington
get
or
and
Carolina.
Tua will be right, and he's on a rookie deal. Tua will be all up for it, and the team will be all willing to give up a
Pittsburgh.
pick. Yeah, all willing. So I would say, you know what? Give me a first or second. You never know, bro. A desperate team could give you a first, right? They could. You never know. A desperate team. I want it, but I'm just saying a desperate team. So let's say you get a second. But you got all those first-round picks. Say, fuck it. You know what? Let's fucking start fresh again. Let's get a fucking quarterback. Let's fucking do let's make sure we get the right guy this time and draft a quarterback. That's it. And make sure you do it right this time. Now you got it. Now you can do it right. There is no, if you're going to sit him first year, sit him. Don't play that game again, the tug of war game. If you're going to play him from the get-go, then play him. Let him fucking learn. Let him fucking learn on the job. Let him go through his bumps and bruises. You can't do what you did with Tua, because I think the Dolphins let Tua down. That's why Tua's where he's at right now in his career. I didn't think Tua would be great, but I thought Tua would be okay. And I think right now Tua is a little bit less than okay, and that's because of the Dolphins. That's because the Dolphins let him down. Am I right? I'm a D. Come on, let's be real. If I told you, let's say we're playing a pickup game, I'm like, D, you're gonna be on my team, bro. I want you on my team. We're playing basketball, right? The score's close. I'm like, D, listen, my buddy Rich, he needs to come in the last, because I need somebody to score here. I need to get you to sit on the bench. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, bro, it's the same thing. Even though we win, you're still gonna be like, bro, that was fucked up. And there's no way that Tua, as a competitor, was okay with that. And that right there had it. his confidence had to go. Like I just had to. And right now, this season, the way all the Watson, and I don't think your coach is really truly backing him. Because if he
listen.
He'd be like, bro, Tua's the guy. That's it.
Listen, relationships are complicated. Okay, relationships are very complicated, and you know, when we chose Tua, if you look at the body of the work coming out of college, I mean, hey, just like you say, you're looking at that outside. Who are you going to pick up? If you saw everyone knows the success of Tua in college, you know, and Justin Herbert had success too. He just maybe had some intangibles as far as height, you know, maybe a bigger arm, but it was basically a toss up. Who are you gonna choose? We went Tua, you know. So and it's still so early. It's still so early to call judgment on this man. That's all I'm going to say is it's so early.
We're not judging Tua. That's where you're missing the point.
Well,
like,
I'm just
Sports Dynasty and me. We're saying, look, Tua we think is a serviceable quarterback. I think okay. But the Dolphins have let him down. You cannot sit here and say the Dolphins organization have not fucking kind of fucked them up. Listen, they fucked them up psychologically. They did. They had to. There's no way Tua.
In what way, though?
Bro, you are. What? Listen, you're a competitor.
They benched him
right?
twice in 1 year. Right. What you mean?
You are a competitor.
Listen,
you know that. There's nothing worse than getting pulled and put back, put back. Rumors, this, that. There's nothing worse than that. Come on, as a pro.
Of course. But I will say this: a lot of those plays, and it didn't happen a lot. I look at it as it's all short yardage situations that we were looking for, mostly with Jacoby Brissett. We were looking for some type of trickery, that type of stuff, and that's the same type of stuff that you could even call as a wildcat. You know what I mean? I don't put in the beginning. I was putting a little much into that. Go ahead, Sports.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when he got benched against Denver last year. Where they had, I forget, was it Fitzpatrick win the game for them, and when he got benched against the Raiders on Saturday Night Football, and then they sat him down, and then Fitzpatrick won the game in 5 minutes. That 100% stunted his growth.
Well, listen,
then the Watson rumors happened that off season, right after the season, the Watson stuff started happening.
And it's true.
And
These
got
are
his head
true
again.
rumors.
It's like, dude,
well, listen,
they didn't even give him a shot.
I mean. I understand the first year. It's upsetting to see that we bring him in the game, we're starting him, and then we're taking him back out. He's a rookie. I get it. To be honest with you, every move that Brian Flores is made, I told you guys this before, weeks before, that these decisions are very taboo decisions. They're not normal. The swapping in and out of players, cutting players, they're not regular decisions, you know. But it was working somewhat last year. You know, we're 1 game away from the playoffs. It's not working now. And obviously, hey, you know, we've been entertaining. We've been talking a little bit behind the scenes. Yeah, we're dating Tua. We're not, you know, we're essentially kind of married, but there's something.
Yeah, but
there's a little something out there that you know, and we're talking.
But you had one game. Listen, you had the one game that Fitz could not play because of COVID. And Tua totally, there was no. I think, bro, in their head going into that game, and it was funny because even as a Bills fan, I'm like, I was kind of happy. Fitz wasn't available because God forbid if that game was close, Fitz, that's what he does. Fitz magic.
He was going to start that game if he was healthy.
I almost can
no
guarantee you there's no way in hell your coach, if that game was close, which it obviously wasn't, but if let's say hypothetically that game was close, there's no way your coach wanted to put Fitz in for the last minute or two to let Fitz do the drive to get you in the playoffs.
I think he was going to start if he was healthy, actually.
Listen,
bro, your coach was all for winning.
Tommy knows Fitz. He knows Fitz.
Yeah. So right there, coming off that, bro, humiliating loss. Humiliating. I don't think Tua's had like unbelievable games where he's won. That's the problem. Like the games he's played really well.
Arizona.
He's lost. Yeah, Arizona. I mean, I guess. I mean, they sucked last year. Let's be real. They beat us in a fucking bullshit Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Other than that, they were fucking even make the playoffs. They weren't that good. Like they were okay. This year they're good. If you guys did that this year, I say fine, maybe different, but it's not the case. The games that Tua's played his best this season, I'm talking about this season, has been against, let's be real, the Falcons and the Jaguars, and they lost. Still made bad. So my point is this season, we don't know if your coach would have put in Fitzpatrick on some of these games. Fitz ain't there. He's not Jacoby Brissett, bro. Fitzpatrick, he might be. I just think your coach trusted him more, and it fucked with Tua's development. And I don't think Tua ever recovered. I just don't. Maybe with a new team he'll recover. Maybe he goes somewhere else, a new philosophy, a new coach, and maybe you guys will do him a good thing by doing it.
Other than the injury, and I know that you touched on Jacksonville and obviously Atlanta, but Tua brought us back in those games. Is what failed us was the defense. The defense ultimately failed us. So, obviously he's missed some games due to injury, but we still got to.
I mean, Jose coming in asking you a question. I mean, I can answer that right away, but here's a question for you. Captain D, if Tua had the Bills coaching staff, would you want Watson? I mean, to me, it makes no difference. I wouldn't want Watson if I had.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the Buffalo Bills coaching staff, but would I want Watson? Maybe.
The more than likely answer is no. Because
no. Dude, that's a cancer, bro. You let that guy on your team, bro. Then you want to talk about having a good locker room, and all that shit. Like we want the good guys in here, not only just player, blah blah blah. And you're gonna invite that guy in your locker room? Like, nah, dude, I'll pass, bro. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Listen, there's a draft for a reason. There's quarterbacks coming out of college that are very good for a reason, right? Like every draft, there's gonna be a decent 2 or 3. Usually is. There's usually a quarterback you can get, and he's gonna be your franchise guy if you get the right one. And last year, right, with fucking there's Burrow and Herbert.
2020.
Bro, those are phenomenal quarterbacks. Those are great quarterbacks. You guys fucked up. You had the chance. Okay. And then the year before, I'm sure there's a quarterbacks coming out of there, right? I mean, look at this year. Mac Jones. Listen, I didn't think Mac Jones would be playing as good as he is. I got to give him credit. I just didn't think he would be like today's kind of quarterback, which is a mobile kind of quarterback. And as of now, I'm wrong. As of now. Now, I always say judge a quarterback by second season, because sometimes the first season, they can look a little. There's always quarterbacks sometimes that have an okay season or good. And
for me, it's 3. I always have a 3-year rule.
Good too. But if he comes on a roll in a second season, let's say, plays a little better, then you can kind of go, okay, you know what? He's playing even better. He finished the season better. Then you can kind of go, you know what? He's probably the guy. You know what I mean? But if he fails like his second season, then you got to start thinking we need to draft a quarterback. But bro, there's so many good quarterbacks coming out of the draft. Like there's at least 2 or 3 every year. So I would not take the gamble. And don't forget his fucking huge contract. Everyone's forgetting about that. Not about just now you're taking on that fucking contract. You want to talk about cap space? Whoa, forget about it. And you're trying, and you guys are a wreck right now. You got to have more than just a quarter. You guys got to build around him. You got to get offensive line. You got to get your defense is in shambles. Like, where are you going to get all this money? Like, bro, I know the cap's going up, but that's a huge hit. And you're giving up draft picks. So you can't even draft now. So, like, no, bro. I would stay away from that. I would let some dumbass fucking team do that, bro. I would not fucking touch that. I would let the Jets. That's something the Jets would do. Or the fucking, I don't know. Whoever, whether shitty organizations.
Washington football team.
Exactly. Philadelphia. I can see Philly making a dumb fucking move like that. Because Philly's in shambles. Chicago. Really. I can see Chicago because their coach is a fucking retard.
This is dumb. This is stupid like
that. Fucking idiot. All right, but we're done with that because I got a massage therapist coming in from Chicago. So
be careful.
Okay, so let's get into our predictions. We'll go into the first game, Miami versus Buffalo. Captain D, what do you got as far as the score prediction goes?
It's gonna be a tight one. It's gonna be a tight one on the road. This is gonna be tight. But like I said, so someone threw the lock, took the lock off the damn cage. So it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a real tight game. I'm going to go. I'm going to say 27-24 on a tight game.
Okay,
Who's gonna win?
that's
Who's
the
gonna
funny.
Yeah, who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win?
I'm sorry, Dolphins all the way.
Okay.
232 points in the last 6 games, bro. All right.
Okay. Confidence is key.
That's unbelievable. Okay, Jose, Trevor and Juan.
I'm going 45-17 Bills. I'm giving nice
Wow.
garbage time stuff.
That's a good score.
Wow,
Really good score.
that's a
I'm
good
going-
score. Wow.
I'm going 38-10 Buffalo. 38-10.
Yep.
I think
like it.
yeah.
Yeah, off of a
Ah.
why after losing? Nah, they pissed. They putting up 40.
Jose respects you, buddy, but he's still laughing at you.
Yeah, in all caps.
All caps, by the way.
Yeah.
44-20.
Oh,
I'm giving you 20. I don't even think you'll get 20.
That is generous.
I don't know why I'm giving you 20. It's fucking being
garbage
nice.
time's the thing.
Yeah, I guess. And we beat you 35-0 last time, but I'm gonna say you score something like a touchdown early, and then we start knuckling down on you. And
Yep, I like that. Yeah.
It's like field
like
goal
that.
city from there. You know what I mean? Like you guys score early, you think you're in the game, but maybe like the first quarter's like I don't know, 20-7 or 17-7.
I was thinking 14-10. They got thinking they hot, and then
kind of, and then we just route you in the second and third, fourth quarter, and
Mhm.
from there. So 44-20. I like your kicker. I've always liked your kicker. Even in the win,
Yeah,
I
what
think
you
he
got
can
him?
put some field goals up on it. So 44-20, but I want to be shocked if it's like 44-10. But I'm gonna say 20. I'm being a nice guy today. I feel nice. Other than that, let's see here. Jose coming in with a score prediction. It's 34-10. We got to rest Josh. So, yeah, he's saying Josh will go out in the fourth, which could happen. I mean, if the
Happened
score is that
before.
crazy. We did that earlier.
Whiskey.
So, we got a big...
Yeah.
And other than that, man, hey, guys, Jose, Scott, I appreciate you guys jumping in. Jack, you guys, man, you guys are always on. You guys are always popping up with questions.
Mhm.
I appreciate you.
Awesome.
And yeah, man, we are out. So listen, Sports Dynasty, and guys, Jack, Jose, I know you guys aren't. Obviously, you guys are Bills fans. But listen, if you guys want to give Sports Dynasty a follow, they do great work, man. They do other than just Patriots. I've watched a few of their stuff. They're awesome guys to watch. So where can we find you, Sports Dynasty?
You can find us on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play Radio, Stitcher Play Radio app, Podcast Dynasty on Twitter. We have a Facebook group. Just type in Sports Dynasty Podcast on Facebook. Join the sports group and be a part of the conversation. A lot of things you do over there. A lot of conversation. A lot of people post from all over. It's a safe space to support your team. And yeah, man, it's fun. And I hope you guys enjoy. You guys join us and enjoy.
You live for saying that, don't you? You get hyped every time.
Yes, of course. Damn right.
Captain D, man, where can we find you, brother? Even though you haven't barely tweeted lately, you son of a bitch.
I have not, but you can find me at Captain D _ at Fins Talk. You can check me out there. Hey, Dolphins fans, I'm gonna go pop another bottle of champagne right now. Thank you, Arizona Cardinals. We touched on this last night, but thank you again. You know, the tradition goes on and the record still lives, baby. Let's go Dolphins tomorrow.
Oh, like,
we got this.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of records, I gotta give you listen. I want to say one thing. Did you guys see the Bruce Smith
the graveyard?
The graveyard of quarterbacks? That was fucking unbelievable.
That's
right. Speaking of records, let's be real, guys. The 72 Dolphins, like, I fucking hate you guys, but that's a tough. Listen, today's day, that is fucking tough. I'll give you credit.
Never gonna get broken.
I don't know if that. Yeah, that's a record.
Not gonna happen.
That's just tough. That's just, especially now with
this
the
day
17 games. Yeah, bro. It's just it's you know.
That's never gonna get broken.
Patriots had a chance. They were the one team that
if we didn't do it then, we're not getting nobody doing it.
Yeah. And they had a fucking good squad. I'm shocked that you guys didn't do it. I am. But speaking of records, I also gotta say, I know some people disagree, but I'm telling you that Bruce Smith 200 sacks, man.
That's not gonna get broken either. I agree with you.
I don't see it happening.
Nobody will break that.
Bro,
the way the game is now, no.
They can't stay healthy for that long. Like bro, it's a tough sport. And you got guys like JJ Watt, who was JJ Watt was a phenom.
Yeah.
A fucking beast.
He was.
He's a fucking unbelievable player. But look
Hall of
what
Fame.
happened the last 3. He just can't. His numbers went down. He can't stay healthy. He's already out again for the whole season. I mean, eventually he's going to retire. He has to. I mean, you just can't keep going through that. Your body can't.
Yeah.
And he's
Like,
not
maybe
even,
Aaron Donald, but I don't think so.
even him. I don't
Yeah.
think so. Right? Look at Von Miller. I don't know if you guys remember, but the Von Miller hype
Oh, he was a machine.
He came out and said, "I want to beat Bruce Smith's record. Like, that's what I'm." Not even close. Not even, bro.
No.
Look at the
You can
list.
think about-
There's nobody active that's even close. So I think that's a record that people don't talk about much. And it's a record I just don't see it being, bro. I just don't. Not in my lifetime. Maybe there will be a guy that's just a freak.
Oh, that
and gets,
question. Shit.
but
Oh,
I
Jose,
just don't.
I forgot.
We got Jose. Sorry, Jose. Let's see. Juan, how about the last? Okay. All right, Jose. I'm glad we stayed on. So, Juan, how about that last 6-game thing?
We're
Go ahead.
3 and 4, right?
Yes.
Okay, we got Chargers. Carolina's bum asses, right? What else we got?
Cleveland.
They're not that good anymore either. We could beat them. And Tennessee.
Tennessee, Atlanta.
That's tough shit. That's before Buffalo, right?
Yeah. Tennessee, Atlanta, Buffalo. Yeah.
We have to. That Tennessee one is the one I think that's an L, but we have to win the other ones to be close to getting into a wild card spot because we're. And our best day, we may split with Buffalo, but it's probably going to be a sweep. So we have to basically win out outside of Tennessee. So, again, tomorrow is the season. We do not win tomorrow. There is no playoffs. It's over.
Season's over.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
It has to happen.
It's you guys have a rough stretch,
That's
man.
tough.
You have a rough stretch.
Tomorrow's going to say it all. Tomorrow's going to say it all about the game.
Especially against a good team.
I don't know if we did the score prediction for Patriots Chargers. We had a prediction, but I don't.
Potentially skipping that because
We
sorry,
should do,
guys.
let's do the.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Hey, Jose, everybody, I'm sorry for that. And people, listen, I apologize. We did. So, Captain D, what do you got for the score prediction on that? I'm my bad, guys.
Like I said before, tight game. Patriots 24, Chargers 17.
That's
Sports
the same
Dynasty.
score I
I'm a little. I've been preaching it since day one. Mac Jones all day. I know that you guys are going to scheme it up. You guys got the greatest coach, but Mac Jones all day.
Yeah, I got the same score, 24-17, owning at least 37 minutes of that play clock, of that time position, at least 37 minutes. We have to run that football and keep that kid on the sideline. It has to happen.
Yep.
I think 24-20.
He said, I saved the show. Yeah, you did.
Hey, my bad, brother. I'm all fucked up. No, not close. I told you to blow out. I'm sorry, man. Listen, I did. This is the first time I'm saying it too. I've been giving the Patriots close games. Probably the whole season I've been giving you guys really, really close games. But this one, 38-16. 38-16. It's a rout. I think they're gonna get up. I think they're gonna get up on you.
Blowout? No.
Yeah. 38-16.
Nope.
I do. It's in LA.
Wow.
I think Herbert is gonna
We're gonna have home field advantage. They got no fans over there. What you mean?
I'm just telling you. Listen, I'm just saying they're gonna. I think Herbert is gonna have a monster game. I'm gonna call it right now. I think Herbert is gonna let you guys fuck
that
up.
I agree with.
I think Herbert is gonna have a monster game. So if you have him on fantasy, that's probably a good win for you. But yeah, I don't see it being close. But we'll see. Hey, maybe listen, maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out tomorrow. It's all about game day tomorrow. And it's going to be
100%.
interesting. And Jose, I appreciate you saving the show, man. Because
thanks a lot, man.
I'm a massage therapist. I got a lot going in my mind right now. I got to get.
I thought we ran out of time or something. I'm like, oh, he gonna skip us? Okay, I guess that.
Ran out of time. Sorry, Patriot fans. No, all right. So, I appreciate you, Jose. What's going on, man? Let's see here, Jose. Man, I have no score. I'm thinking Herbert. Their defense is good. So, Jose, you've been talking the talk tonight. What's your score prediction? You got to. Go ahead, give us a score prediction. I want to hear yours. Outsider. Give us a score, Jose. Let's see before we exit out of here. I'm gonna start doing that. Actually, I'm gonna start giving the fans here, the people in the chat. I want your guys' score prediction.
They usually put it though.
They usually put it there.
Well, I never asked them. They just throw it out there. But Jose, go ahead. Give us a score. What do you got? 55-0 Chargers.
Yai.
We don't know the Jets. We just come to play.
Speaking of the Jets, Bengals, I
Oh
give
my
my
God.
score 31-10 Jets. I mean, no,
oh my
Bengals,
God!
sorry.
Oh, I said, hold on.
Bengals. No,
Did we
not
even
my
do the
Burrow. My
Bengals?
Burrow's going for
27.
that.
Close game. I'm telling you. I'm
Damn,
telling you.
Jose.
This dude is crazy.
I'm the
telling
only
you.
one, huh? I love high scores. I don't know.
31-10 Bengals.
Did we do the Bengals score prediction?
No, we
too? Or
didn't.
skipped that?
Honestly, don't think we need to. Like,
What
it's gonna
the
be a
fuck
blowout.
happened on the show tonight? We got into the Watson thing. I'm sorry. All right, Captain D, the
27-24.
fucking...
See, that I can mess with. 27-24 Chargers, that I like.
I can't
That
mess
I
with that,
say.
Jose. You are wrong. All right, Captain D, what do you,
That I mess
what
with.
do you
And we
got in
cover
the
spread too.
what do you got in the Bengals Jets?
Bengals Jets. I got 34-3. Bengals.
Oh, wait, worse than
I mean, listen, they got a shitty backup quarterback I never heard
Yeah.
of. What do you got? Sports
Why?
fantasy.
It's a 31-10.
I'm gonna go
That
34
is nice.
34-9. Like 3 field goals.
3 field goals. Don't even get in the end zone. That's funny.
34-9.
They got a guy I never heard of. I'm gonna say 40, 45 to 6. 45 to 6. I think they get.
That's probably worse than what we did to them last
Wow.
week.
That's 99 points in 2 games, I think.
Bro, they got
What the?
they're so bad, dude. Bro, they got a quarterback you never listen. They got a quarterback you never heard of. More than likely, I'll be real with you. It's not even about this guy. Probably is going to probably throw interceptions, maybe a fumble. You know what I mean? Like the offense is probably going to give up points. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I never heard of this guy in my life. If this guy balls out, I don't want to hear no fucking
The flip number
Taylor
for
Heineke.
Hey, listen,
fucking
if that score prediction is true, and Robert Sell, I know you're not listening right now, but your ass might get fucking fired after if that score prediction is true after that. I mean,
What if, and I'm going to throw this out there, what if this is the next Kurt Warner situation and White just falls out and takes
that would require the Jets to actually do something good. Like, right.
And he's on Sports Illustrated magazines. The next Kurt Warner. Salah the God. He knew it the whole time. Not happening. I just had a laugh.
No.
I never heard of the guy, but good luck, White.
Apparently,
I guess
he's been
is
in
that
the
his
for
name?
a while
White.
too.
Remember the Duck over at Pittsburgh? Everyone's high on the Duck.
Duck Hodges, trash.
Yeah, good old Duck. But hey, anyways, Jose, one more time before we let Jose loves the 40 points. I do love 40. 40 is a cool number, bro. But anyways, I am out. We are out. We appreciate you guys hopping on. We appreciate you helping us out at the end.
He's been in league
I just all over. Yeah, bro. And thanks guys again for everything. Couldn't do the show without you, and we are out of this bitch. Go Bill.
I've lost it. I've lost reality. And when I lose reality, I've lost it. I've lost reality. And when I lose reality, somebody else pays the price of a lifetime. Woo! 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 Kid stealing, woo! Wheeling dealing, woo! Woo! All men, Ric Flair. Woo! 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 Oh man, I'm on fire today. Woo! 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 Your love is mine all night long. All right.
Oh my God. Hey, great show, man. God,
Yeah,